Hello. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know, please. If you can hear me, let me know, please. Good evening. I apologize. My system hang, so I have to dismantle it, couple it, and reboot it. So it takes a time to reboot. So that's what happened. We apologize for the technical issues. Um, I just hope that the institute will buy me a new laptop so that we'll not be having technical challenges. I believe the institute will do something in that regard so that we can have our lessons seamlessly. This is just a technical hitches, but I believe that the institute will make provisions for us so that we can continue to have our meetings without hitches. Thank you very much for staying put to be part of the training to the end. For those that may not wait, it's good to be patient. And one of the characteristics of a peace ambassador is patience. So if you are not patient enough, you cannot be. Do you understand? So for you to be able to resolve conflict effectively is when you are patient. So thank you for being patient enough to wait and for us to come back to solve the problem. I saw someone saying just wait a day, right? Always wait. Don't rush to quit. Always wait. You never can tell. All right. So but thank God we are back. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. So we are going to look at the ability of alternative dispute resolution, right? And we are looking at that is the enforceability of the alternative dispute resolution agreement. Do you understand? And then we are going to look at specifically arbitration and mediation, right? Agreement, how they are be enforced, the factors that influence, key legal principles. So we are going to look at those factors affecting enforceability, all right, of mediation and arbitration awards. So one of those things is one of the factors that is affecting the enforceability of arbitration or ADR awards is consent, consent, consent. So in ADR, there's something we say these things are being done voluntarily. You not force anybody. So you have to obtain the consent of both parties involved. So we're talking about mutual agreement. Mutual agreement. All right. Both parties must voluntarily agree to the ADR process. So the agreement should clearly outline the terms and conditions, including the scope of dispute covered. Do you understand? So before you proceed, there must be a mutual consent. Please, in your simulation, though we are doing just to practice the skills, do you understand what we have learned? And so try to be as formal as possible. I would say these things are based on mutual consent. So before you start the process, let all the parties agree to the particular thing that you are working on. Do you understand? Okay, agree for mediation. Maybe that's the topic we are working on. So all the parties involved should agree, right? And then you outlines the procedures, the ground rules, and all of that. Do you understand? And then from there you proceed in the discussion of the issue of consent. Do you understand? All right. So mutual agreement, capacity to contract. All right. So parties must have the legal capacity. That is, it. You cannot ask a lunatic to come and be a party to anything. neither could you ask a minor to come and be a party. So the parties must have the capacity to contract. Do you understand? So, and then we talk about written requirement. Written requirement. So many jurisdictions, including under the Federal Arbitration Act in the US and the Arbitration and Conciliation Act in Nigeria, requires that arbitration agreement be written, be in a written form to be enforceable. So you cannot just give a award just verbally. All right, it's not possible. You have to. It has to be in a written format. Do you understand? It must be in a written format. So of course, whatever you people are going to do in your simulation at the end of the day, okay, because you are going to work it. So you're just coming to demonstrate how it's being done. Do you understand? At the end of the day, you read the award from what you have resolved. Do you understand? You read the award or what you have arrived at. So this thing should be can be documented, right? It can be documented. It's possible. Just prepare something, and then maybe you can go through it, and then in a process, just negotiate in such a way, guide in such a way that. So after at the end of it all, you write. Hmm. You write, all right, so that it can be enforceable. That's fine. Then clarity and specificity, all right. So it should be clear and it should be specific, all right. The terms of the ADR agreement must be clear and specific, all right, to the nature of the dispute. You cannot go and generalize issues. No, no generalization. Let it be specific to the matter you are working on. Do you understand? Then public policy. Public policy, ADR agreement must not contravene what public policies, right? So court may refuse to enforce agreement that limit access to justice or violate statutory rights, all right, such as consumer protection law. So if your award contravene any public policy or law, it will not be enforced. So that's why we say you should give your award in line with the provisions of the law, what the law says. And that's why we say you must have knowledge of the law as well, what the law says. So if you're working on a matter that has to do with consumer protection, it has to do with uh, employment or labor, you should be able to consult some of these provisions for your award to be enforceable. Do you understand? So you can say according to so act provision cap so subsection so whatever. Do you understand? Or subsection A or B, and then based on these legal provisions, we have award this. Do you understand? I think you should be able to demonstrate something like that for it to be acceptable. All right. So then we talk about unconscientiability. Unconscientiability also is something that you have to consider. Courts may refuse to enforce ADR agreements that are deemed unconscientiable. That is, an agreement may be considered unconscientiable if it is excessively one-sided. One-sided. If it's excessively one-sided, that is, if the award does not benefit both parties in some way, that is heavily one person is just favored, then court may lightly refuse to enforce it. Do you understand? So, or if one party had significant more influence or bargaining power, do you understand? Court may refuse to enforce such. But wait a bit. When it comes to international trade, do what is saying here, although they say may, of course it may be enforced, it may not be enforced. Do you understand? So because I, I can see some of the implementations. If for instance now let's look at the country level, Nigeria negotiating with America or UK. Do you see that? you can see that the bargaining power of America or UK is much more than that of Nigeria. Because if you look at it critically, some people that sometimes, most of the times involved in these things have no knowledge of what is involved. So an element of inferiority complex also are always there. Do you understand? So, but these are the issues. So then I will talk about non-interference by courts. So courts generally respect the autonomy of parties to resolve their dispute through what? Through ADR. So courts generally they favor ADR, alternative dispute resolution. And that's why in most cases some courts will ask you, have you made effort to resolve this and it didn't work? Do you understand? They want to know whether you went through ADR processes and it didn't work. And I think we should step it up to make sure that these things are being considered before any other matter. Do you understand? Before court, we accept to admit a litigation for any accept any litigation or lawsuit for a case. Do you understand? Before you accept it, ask questions. Have you tried all those processes and they didn't work? So that's why one of our member, an inductee in the last Abuja induction, was agitating that the Judicial Council should review some of these things and make sure that before they admit any matter in the court, let certificate of what? Certificate of let their ADR certification should be given, ADR certification to show that okay, this person has tried all mediation or alternative dispute resolution mechanism and it didn't work. So we allow him to proceed to court. Do you understand? So let people show that certificate before a case will be admissible in court. So if we can have something like that, it's going to help much more to address some of the problems we have, whereby the court is overloaded with cases, and then they attend to political cases because those ones they are faster, and leave others, and then people continue to suffer in jail. This is one of the aspects that the Justice Forum is going to address seriously. The Justice Forum of the Institute are going to address so that people will not just end up suffering in jail endlessly. There must be an end to some of those things. Do you understand? As much as possible. So, enforceable of arbitral awards. Enforceable of what? Arbitral awards. So, arbitral awards resulting from a valid arbitration agreement are generally enforceable. Okay, under the New York Convention and domestic arbitration laws. To arbitral award resulting from a valid arbitration agreement are what generally enforceable under the New York Convention and domestic laws are the ones provided by the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1988 in Nigeria are also enforced. Do you understand? So once it's followed the process, it's enforceable. Do you understand? Confidentiality. Confidentiality provisions in ADR agreement enhance their enforceability. Parties are often more willing to engage in ADR if they know that the proceeding will remain private. The proceeding will remain what? Private. So privacy and secrecy is a matter of concern so far as ADR issues are concerned. So far as parties have the confidence in the proceeding that well is going to remain as confidential and as much private as possible, then they will put into it. Do you understand? They will welcome such. So lastly, let's look at judicial review of outcomes from alternative dispute resolution. Okay, what are the judicial reviews of outcomes? Is it possible? Can it be done? Are there challenges? Okay, and there are specific limitation and procedures for challenging arbitration award. Let's look at some of them. We have limited. Number one, we have limited grounds for challenge. That is, there are limited grounds for you to challenge arbitration award. Do you understand? Or ADR awards. There are limited chances for you to challenge. Because once the procedure is followed, it's very difficult for you to challenge it. It must be enforced. Do you understand? It must be enforced. So courts typically have limited grounds on which to review arbitration awards. Common grounds for challenging include lack of jurisdiction. That is the common ground. Lack of jurisdiction. If, like, okay, Lagos State arbitration law. So if the matter happen in Ogun and you want to go and enforce it in Lagos, practically impossible. Do you understand? So in this kind of case, there's the issue of jurisdiction. Do you understand? And so of course it can be challenged. It can be challenged. But if it's within Lagos and it's enforced in Lagos, then it's very, very hard for you to go and talk about the issue of jurisdiction in Lagos State when the matter happened in Lagos and it's under the Lagos law. So you cannot go and challenge arbitration award on the basis of jurisdiction. It's not possible. You understand? So we talk about procedural irregularities. Okay, this is another common ground where the processes or the procedural applications are not followed as, or the procedural principles are not followed as they are outlined. Then it's possible that you can challenge arbitral award based or ADR award based on this irregularities. Do you understand? It's possible. Then public policy. So if the award contravenes public policy or an act of the law that you know, you can be able to challenge the ADR award based on that provisions of the law. Do you understand? And then we'll talk about bias or misconduct in case there are any element or gray areas, bordering on misconduct or bias or tendency of favoritism or whatever, it can be challenged. It can be challenged. It can be challenged. Do you understand? Based on those areas. So, and these are the limited grounds that court can be able to welcome, you know, any appeal or any challenge of arbitration award or ADR award. Do you understand? So have it at back of your mind. We mentioned those grounds that you can be able to challenge arbitration or ADR award. We talk about lack of jurisdiction, procedural irregularities, public policy. That is in case an award contravenes public policy, it can be, challenged. And then of course bias or misconduct are some of the areas by which you'll be able to appeal in arbitral award. Then we'll look at no re-examination of facts or law. No re-examination of facts or law. Courts do not re-evaluate the merits of the case or the factual finding of the arbitrators. Do you understand? Court do not re-evaluate what the law says. No. And of course, they also try to go with the factual findings. That is, if the findings are factual, you cannot ask the court to review them now, because this is what is factual. Mr. A does this, and he agreed that yes, he did it. So what do you want the court to review in this case? It's a fact. The fact is that the training was organized. The training was organized by the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management. It's a fact. The training was organized. So what do you want the court to review? Do you understand? So there are facts. So once these factual findings are provided, then there's no provisions for what? Review. You cannot ask the court to evaluate this. It's not possible. Or what the laws are saying. So the focus is primarily on procedural fairness and adherence to the arbitration agreement. All right. So time limits for challenges. So Most jurisdictions impose strict time limit for filing challenges toward arbitration awards. So, for example, under the Federal Arbitration Act in the US, a party must file a motion to vacate an award within 3 months of receiving it. So if within 3 months you are able to file, then it's possible that it will be welcome. But after the expiration of this period, if you try it, you will jam rock. Do you understand? You will jam rock because already the time has elapsed. And once the time elapsed, you cannot be able to challenge it. Do you understand? So you can do everything you can within the time specification to file your challenge. So filing procedures, and challenges to arbitration award typically requires the filing of a motion in court with appropriate jurisdiction. With appropriate jurisdiction, do you understand? The court that has the capacity to adjudicate so far as the issue of geographical location is concerned. And so if you go and file a case in a matter where the court cannot be able to entertain based on the issue of jurisdiction, then of course it cannot be welcomed. Do you understand? It's become impossible to challenge. So the motion must clearly state the ground for the challenge and provide support evidence. All right. So burden of proof. So the burden of proof generally lies with the party challenging the award, because now if you come to challenge an award based on the issue of biases or misconduct, you must present an evidence. Do you understand? So, and it will be very, very hard for you to come with the evidence that you are you to defend an evidence such as proof and evidence such as bias. No, it take so much effort to prove such. Do you understand? So it's a challenge. It's a burden. The burden of proof is also a challenge. So and in court, we expect you to have concrete evidence. It's not just something you just come and talk, then the court will hear you. No, in court, we want evidence. Evidence. All right. Show us evidence. All right. So that's it. So appeals. The possibility of appealing a court decision on arbitration award is also limited. Many jurisdictions restrict appeals to question of law or procedural issues rather than factual determinations. Understand? So once the court determines you cannot appeal, there may be limitations for your enforcement of award. So if a challenge is unsuccessful, courts typically enforce the arbitration award as per the New York Convention or relevant domestic law, reinforcing the finality of the arbitration. So if you make effort to challenge and those efforts fail, what is left for the court to do is to enforce the award. That is as simple as that. So judicial aptitude, judicial what attitude, judicial attitude, not aptitude, judicial attitude. Generally, court exhibit a pro arbitration stance. That is, it supports arbitration. So emphasizing the importance of upholding arbitration as a viable means of dispute resolution. So this approach limits judicial intervention and promotes the finality of arbitration awards. Do you understand? Because if it's based on fact, if the findings are based on fact, already court is lenient with arbitration. Do you understand? That is, it supports what arbitration arrive at. If it's looked at and discovered that there's no much issue here, what we say, what the arbitration say actually is factual. So you cannot change anything, let it be. Do you understand? So let it be. So judicial reviews of ADR outcomes, particular arbitration, is designed to respect the autonomy of the arbitration process while providing limited avenues for challenge. Do you understand? So parties involved in arbitration should be aware of these limitations and procedures to navigate potential disputes effectively. So that's what is involved. So And that is much we are going to take today. I must say congratulations to you for striving hard to finish this race. You started the race and you are finishing. You are not just finishing, you finish strong. So the enemy did not want us to finish because of laptop issue, but thank God say the grace here passed the enemy, the power of the enemy. So we finish it. You understand? We finish it. So that is it. So thank you very much. We appreciate your participation and contribution. Do we have any question? Do we have any question? Do we have any questions? Any question? Any observation? Any question? Any observation? All right. Any question? Any observation? Any contribution? So, um, so I'm looking at it. When should we start our, most especially for those that are group A, group one, group one. I don't know when are we ready to start our, presentations, our simulations presentations. When are we considering to start it? Um, I want you people to contribute. When are we going to start it? Should we start on Tuesday? Should we start on Tuesday? I want us to have a free day tomorrow so that you can take time to work on those things. So that on Tuesday we can start by 4 p.m. So, but I will still make those announcements in the group so that people can take them serious. And of course, our examination is going to be 70%, and our simulation practices is going to be 30%. And then also, I want you people to do a testimonial video. Everybody should do it. I know some people don't do it. What does it take for you to say, "Oh, my name is so, and I enroll for a professional diploma in alternative dispute resolution, which was provided for free by the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management. And in the course of the training, I learned this, I learned this, and I learned this. And this is how I'm planning to use the skills I have learned." To do this short video of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, is too much? You're not asking for too much. We want to know what you know. We want to know what you learn. So it's one way. It's like you are giving us a feedback on what we have taught you. In a way, you are demonstrating what you know and giving us another feedback to know that, yes, we did not waste our time here. You learned something. So it is a way of telling us that, yes, you have learned something and we did not waste our time. So please do a testimonial video. Everybody should do it. It's individual, it's not group. Individual videos and send to us to help, because you have seen we have been sharing those videos on our platform, and that has encouraged others also to participate. So it's in one way of also creating awareness about the training so that people can take advantage of it. Our goal is to make society better. Do you understand? To add value, to impact lives. That is what we are doing. All right. So if you can do this, it will help. So do a testimonial video and send to us. So I'll be expecting those videos to start coming in by tomorrow. So that's it. Make sure that you sit in a very clear place, that a brighter place, so that you can do a clean video. The video should not be blurred. Do you understand? So that's number one. So another thing is so your examination is going to be next week, That is this week, Saturday. Saturday, all right? Examination is going to be on Saturday. I will try as much as possible to study up the manual so that I'll send to you today or latest tomorrow. So you get your manual, start reading, okay, and preparing just to go through it and then prepare for your exams, right? We may not set up to 100 questions. We may set like maybe 25 or 50 questions or 30 or 35 questions. 35 questions, and we are setting 35 questions. So each question will carry 2 marks. So that is 70, right? So if you are able to get 40, if you are able to get 40 or 30 in your exams and your group get 30, then you pass. You understand? So if you are able to get 20 and your group get 20, that's on your own person. If you get 20 in your exams and your group get 20, you fail, because pass marks 50%. So if you get 30 in your simulation, no, you get 30 in your examination, and you get maybe 20 in your simulation exercise, that is 50, you pass. Do you understand? So you have to do well so that you can get at least 30 to 40, in your exams, and then do well in your simulation, at least to get up to 30, 25, 20 marks, all right? So that it will help you to pass. So you must try hard to do this. So for those of you that doesn't have groups, because yes, I'm talking like this, people saying, okay, what about those of us that doesn't have groups? Please drop your name in the WhatsApp group, in our WhatsApp ADR group. Don't chat me privately. Drop your name in the group there. We'll just look at your names, and then group you. Do you understand? Group you so that you can have a group to participate, because the participation is going to attract marks. So if you don't have a group, send your name in the WhatsApp group so that we can be able to identify you and give you a group so that you can participate and assign a topic for you. Do you understand? So try as much as possible to do that. Someone is saying that it's not in a group. If you're not in a group, we expected you to be in a group. All right. If you're not in a group, I don't know. If you're not in a group, check our website. Check our website, www.igpcm.com.ng, and then give us okay, let me post our website. I'm sending our website in the comment. So you go to our website, you check our contact details. So you send me a chat that you are not in any group so that will add you. But we expected that people should register for this training and join the WhatsApp group. So if you do not join WhatsApp group, that was a costly mistake. But if you're not in any group, try and be. So I have sent. So I'll post the link, our website. So check our website, check our contact. Or you take our contact on our Facebook account. Just yes, there are phone numbers there. So you can chat us there that you are not on any group, and we'll get to you and add you in the group. So in the WhatsApp group, so that you can participate in what is going on. So and the deadline for the simulation, people are asking the deadline for the simulation, right? And the deadlines for the simulation is I don't know, because the truth of the matter is that we have 40 groups. 40 what? 40 groups. 40 groups. We have 40 groups. And if we are going to use, and because most of you are workers, we cannot say we use morning time or afternoon time to do all of this until close of work. That is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So we have so maybe we can be giving you, I don't know, if we say we give you 30 minutes, it may not be enough. So what we'll do is that we're going to we'll give you 1 hour. So we'll be taking two groups per day. Do you understand? Except people are saying that we should do it even after our training in the evening. We can still do the simulation. We can still do it. Do you understand? Maybe we can do it from 8:30 to 9:30. Another 1 hour. So we can take 3 groups in a day. But it's going to be so demanding. Not for me. I'm not bothered. I can do it. I can comfortably do it. It's just about you. Do you understand? So um let's see how it goes. Here I will take 2 groups per day. So if I'm taking 2 groups per day, it means that we we will need more groups are coming. So maybe groups will reach like 50 because we are not going to have more than 6 in a group. Or or we may decide to add the people to the existing groups so that let's but the challenge is that we cannot bring people online more than 10. That is maximum. That's the maximum we can bring for live conversation. So if we have if we have 8 plus myself, maybe that is 9. Oh, and Janet will be joining us, of course. So if that's the case, 10. So that's maximum. So maybe we'll add 1% to each group. Let's see. So we know that we have 9 people to be on live chat. Do you understand? So um instead of adding new groups, we'll add individuals and see one per each group. So if we have still have people remaining, we'll still look at what we can do together. So that is it. So we may we may decide to add as many, but not everybody will join the live conversation. That is just it. You will delegate people to represent you and do it for you. Do you understand? So maybe that's what we'll do. Instead of adding any group, I don't want to add any groups because it will be demanding and it will take time for us to finish. It will take like October 20th for us to finish or 20 something. So I don't want to I don't want us to I don't want us to add more groups. So we'll just add you people to the existing groups. Those that don't have group, we'll add you to existing groups so that you can contribute and be part of it. That's what we'll do. So thank you very much. Um, the topic somebody's asking, how do we know the topic to talk about? The topics are assigned. If you're in our WhatsApp group, the topic group 1 to 10 have their topics on mediation. Group 11 to 20, they have their topic on arbitration. Group 21 to 30, they have their topic on negotiation. And of course, group 31 to 40 have their topics on conciliation. So all of this has been posted in the group. Do you understand? In our WhatsApp group. So if you're not in our WhatsApp group, I give you our website. Go there, get our contact, send us a chat that you are not in any group or you are not in our WhatsApp group at all. So that will add you there so that you can be part of what is going on. So that is it. So check, it's in the WhatsApp group. We posted them there. All right. Somebody is asking a question. Sir, is the WhatsApp group for next topic ready? I don't understand the question. What do you mean by that? Please clarify so that we'll know what you're asking. I don't know the question. All right, so that's the much we can take for today. If there are any other information, we'll tell you in the group so that you can. So somebody was asking, how do we, somebody is asking the remaining manual. Somebody is asking the remaining manual, training manual. So we are going to send you the whole manual. Now it's going to carry out everything from A to Z. Do you understand? So you have one manual that covers everything. So forget about the first batch we send to you. We're going to send you a whole complete copy together now. So you can get it as a whole and then use it. All right. So that is how it is. So somebody was asking, where can we post the video? That is the testimonial video. The testimonial video should be sent to the official glow line. That is official line, the glow line, the one that ends with that is the one that is 08077987757. That is our glow line. So if you are an international student, you put +2 what +234 +234. Okay, let me just type the number here so that you can get it. +2348077987757. So you can send your testimonial video to this number, to this line. All right, to this line. So I'm sending it. See the number there. You can take it from there and make use of it. That is the number you are going to send the video, the testimonial video. So you can go to our WhatsApp group and get the number there. It's also there. So you can use it to send your videos. Thank you very much. All right. See you by, so group A, no, group 1, prepare for Tuesday. We are starting on the 1st of October. We are starting on the 1st of October. So by 4 p.m. group A, group 1 we present, group 2 we present. Group 1, that is group 1, you start 4 to 5. Group 2, 5 to 6. We will send you the link that you can use and join. You understand? So we'll get the group leader. So we'll send the links to you. You post it in your private WhatsApp group for your group so that your members will follow and join the conversation. Do you understand? So we'll send the link to you so that you can click on it and join. So make sure you are in a good network area to be able to connect. Do you understand? So that is it. So we'll send you the link. So group 1 and 2 prepare for Tuesday, starting on the 1st, so that we'll know that we have only 20 days to complete this conversation. And then you get your certificate. You must have finished your exams, but you must complete this thing before you get your certificate. So that's it. So thank you very much. See you by tomorrow. We'll still post some of these things in our WhatsApp group so that you get all the details. Thank you very much. I will still do a voice record and then send to the WhatsApp group so that this explanation will be done clearly. You understand? Thank you very much and see you on Tuesday. All right? So bye. Thank you. Good night.